When my brother and I were born, our parents brought in a psychic to predict our futures. The psychic told them my brother would develop severe depression because of my success in school and that on the day SAT scores were released, he would jump from the school rooftop and end his life. To save him, they spent 18 years tearing me down. On exam day, they confiscated my ID. I begged them not to do this, but my father kicked me into the walk-in freezer and locked the door from the outside. Your brother's going to die because of you, and yet you still want to take that exam? You want him dead, is that it? The freezer was set to negative 22 degrees. All I had on was a short-sleeved school uniform. I pounded on the door with everything I had. Mom, it's so cold in here, please let me out. Oh, quit the act. My mother's voice was high and razor sharp. The freezer isn't even on. Your brother is this close to being free of that prophecy, and yet all you can think about is yourself. Her footsteps faded down the hall. Blood kept running from where I had hit my head, dripping onto my uniform and going cold almost instantly. I curled into the corner as my body stiffened, slowly, 1 degree at a time. My limbs felt like they had been filled with lead. On the other side of the door, I could hear Darren Merritt, my older brother. Dad, Mom, just let Wes out. His grades are amazing. You can't make him miss the SATs. Shut up. Mom's voice was sharp and furious. How can you stand there and defend him? Have you forgotten what he did the year he got first place? How he was standing right in front of you showing off? I knew exactly which time she meant. I was 10. I had scored a perfect 100 on the math test, 20 points higher than Darren. I ran home holding the paper up, so excited my face was flushed. I'm better than Darren, I had said. Darren went pale. Mom burst into tears on the spot, and Dad came at me and slapped me so hard that I was knocked to the floor. Blood ran from my nose, dripping onto the test results I had been so proud of. That night, they locked me in the freezer to think about what I had done, and by the time they let me out the next morning, I could not feel my hands or feet anymore. He's always been calculating. He knew about that prophecy and still came running home to wave it around. He did it on purpose. Mom's voice was ice cold. I slumped against the door. I did not even have the strength to shake my head anymore. That was not true. I was 10 years old. I was just a kid who wanted her to be proud of me. I understood that she was afraid of losing Darren, but why did she have to treat me like the enemy? I was her child too. My hand kept slapping against the door. I was trying to tell them they had forgotten to turn the freezer off. Mom, come on. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm not that fragile. Do you really think I'd get depressed just because my little brother's smarter than me? Darren's voice was tight with worry. What if that psychic was making it all up? You can't lock Wes up over something like that. Dad cut in right away. That's enough, Darren. We're not letting you take that risk. He turned toward the freezer and his tone dropped, heavier now, more measured. Wes, we're doing this for the whole family. You don't want to watch your brother jump off a building because of you, do you? Just stay in there. Once Darren finishes his exam, all of this will be over, okay? I could not answer. The cold had already seeped all the way into my lungs. My chest ached like the frost was cracking it open from the inside. I pulled together everything I had left and hit the door one last time. Mom came storming over and kicked it. Wesley Merritt, what the hell is your problem? Do I need to come in there and deal with you myself? Then she opened it. The door cracked open, just enough for a sliver of light to get through, and my heart jumped into my throat. Was I saved? Mrs. Merritt, a soft, gentle voice stopped her. It was Nora Sinclair, the girl I had grown up next door to, the one I had promised to get into the same college with. She was standing right there at the freezer door talking Mom down. Wes has always been competitive. Anything you say to him right now is just going to go in one ear and out the other. She paused, then turned toward the freezer and softened her voice. Wes, I know you think this isn't fair, but your brother didn't do anything wrong. He shouldn't have to be the one who pays for your ambition. Just listen to your mom this time, okay? There was no answer from inside because I could not move anymore.